Global climate change is the increase or decrease in the average temperature on the Earth. The climate has always changed in the past. However, the fact that has made scientists worried is that the temperature rise is greater than it has been in the past. The increase or decrease in temperature is believed to be associated with the carbon cycle. Within the carbon cycle, there are sources and sinks. The sources release the carbon, while the sinks absorbs the carbon. There are a decent amount of carbon in the atmosphere when there are a bit of balance between the sources and the sinks. Animals and agricultural crops also contribute to the releasing of CO2. We, human beings, are the biggest factor in releasing CO2 into the atmosphere. While more carbon sinks are being destroyed, the resources increase. We are responsible for this. As a result, the amount of CO2 rises. CO2 absorbs some infrared or heat, and also traps some that are being reflected back from the surface of the Earth. This causes the Earth to heat up. Trees and bodies of water are being raised from the face of this planet. These are two of the many sinks, and also have high albedo that help the planet stay a bit cooler than when without them. Sea level has risen due to the melting of glaciers. Coasts and islands are at risk from floods due to the water level rising. Due to the water level rising, the amount of storms will be increased and the danger level will be higher than before. The global temperature will increase. Due to global temperature rising, heat-related illness will increase and disease-carrying insects will spread very easily. So, how can we combat global climate change? As a school, we can reduce greenhouse gas emissions by walking, riding a bike, or riding a bus. Driving our own cars will emit more greenhouse gas. Using newer cars that do not emit a lot of gas into the air will also help reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Another simple way to prevent global climate change is to turn off light bulbs or any electronics that are not necessary. Another simple way is by reducing the amount of water that we use because electricity is needed to produce clean water for you and me. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. This way we are not producing too many trash and companies will not have to produce so many products. We can reduce by buying less clothing, less electronics, less items like water bottles, and also by eating less meat. We can also reuse items. For example, using a cup as a utensil holder or simply reusing a water bottle. Or we can simply recycle the items instead of throwing them away. Genesis 1:1 says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." Therefore, God is the owner of the universe, and we are his stewards. Genesis 1:26 says, "Then God said, Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea, and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and all over the creatures that move along the ground." Jeremiah 2:7 says, "I brought you into a fertile land to eat its fruit and rich produce, but you came and defiled my land and made my inheritance detestable."